right, we ready to go, Jake?
Yeah, we're back. And so
It's time for spooky season.
it's spooky season, so you picked the most lighthearted thing to go with first, right?
Well, dude, and it also ties back to the first episode. Because today we're doing The Batman versus Dracula.
Yeah, we're switching it around again. So this is one I haven't seen.
You know, it's hard as hell just to even think of one that you didn't see.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
God damn it.
Sick all the time. I watch a lot of movies.
But then again, this entire series of The Batman 2005 is something that Jake told me he's never seen before.
Yeah, I actually haven't. I've only seen like clips like here and there. I know of his actual like character design.
Uh-huh.
I get that design confused with there's another version of Joker. I think that's John DiMaggio.
Oh, you're thinking of the Under the Red Hood movie?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but there's a time period of Batman, right? All of it's just like muddied to me. I don't really know.
Possibly.
So what's going on, man?
Nothing much, just chilling out, getting stuff done.
Yeah.
Was racking my brain for weeks trying to think of different movies that I could show.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, did he? No, he probably saw that. And then, so far the only things I could think of are actually like animated shows or something.
Yeah. Because honestly, like I haven't seen a lot of certain, I guess, that time period, I guess like 2005 era, I haven't seen a lot of them.
Because this 2005 is the true Batman. The Batman. Not that fucking 2020 bullshit.
Oh, which one is that one?
Rob Pattinson.
Oh, I gotcha. That movie wasn't as bad as people said it was.
But then, my whole problem with it is that it went so realistic to the point of like, why is he even fucking here? He doesn't do anything.
It went the way of GTA 5. It's so realistic it can be mundane at times.
Yeah, like, honestly, the Batman in that movie was Indiana Jones in the first Indiana Jones movie.
Okay, I can see that.
Because, honestly, he doesn't do anything that a normal cop couldn't have done.
Yeah.
Or did do in that fucking movie.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I digress for right now.
For right now, this is gonna be bad. He's gonna go on a fucking tangent and a half later. I just know it.
Dude, this is kind of my Batman that I grew up with.
Yeah.
Because it was this and then reruns of the animated series that I would grow up watching.
Yeah.
I remember watching this show a lot actually at our grandma's house.
Uh-huh.
And so, like, this whole show is basically Batman Year One, except he has the full cape and costume on.
Right.
And, like, the whole first season, it's him fighting the criminals and getting reintroduced to old classics.
Right.
And also running from the cops because they don't trust him yet.
Right.
Even though Gordon does show up here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And then season 2, we actually get Batgirl coming in first.
Okay.
As his, like, quote unquote partner, even though he's like, go away.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this with you.
Yeah.
And then we also get more villains in that.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of that season, we get like a 2-part of him meeting Dick Grayson and adopting Dick Grayson as Robin.
How many seasons did this one run?
It went on for like 4 years, so maybe 5 seasons?
Oh, okay. Not
4 or 5.
not crazy long, but it's still a pretty good run.
Yeah, but then it goes from like, then, which was great because after he gets Robin, and every criminal meets Robin, they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. You're actually bringing a kid out here? Is that how they're like...
They're just like, what the fuck? And like, Clayface at the time says, so when'd you start babysitting?
Yeah.
And then Penguin, because there's this one point where Penguin actually assembles a team of bad guys, and Killer Moth is like one of his interns, and like he sees Robin, and fucking Penguin's like, huh, well, I guess I'm not the only one who needs interns. And Penguin starts laughing, and then Robin out of nowhere, like a fucking Tekken or like a MVC like assist come in, just starts beating the shit out of him. It's like, who's lucky now? Who's lucky now? Huh? Motherfucker. But then, that's not even the craziest part. Then they meet Martian Manhunter in the show, right?
Uh-huh.
And then they make a fucking Justice League. And he meets Superman.
What the fuck?
This was all like in 4 seasons, dude.
That's like really out of nowhere. But I don't remember them making a Justice League after that. They never did they? Like a Justice League based on that series.
Not in that series, but like in the Batman show, there was Justice League.
Yeah.
Like it was Batman, Martian Manhunter, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Flash. I want to say there was someone else. I can't.
So Wonder Woman?
No, there was no Wonder Woman.
Oh, really?
I don't remember any Wonder Woman.
Uh-huh.
And I think maybe Superman was in the team. I remember he had a team up with him.
Right.
But other than that, but also it's also cool because this Batman was actually still trained by monks, right?
Yeah.
So he was actually able to call out Martian Manhunter on his bullshit.
Oh, nice. That's cool. I might have to watch a couple of those because
Yeah, they're actually really
if it's
good.
on Max, I can just watch them on Max.
Well, you might as well watch them now while they're still on there.
Yeah, I'll watch them on Max. Cool. And as far as me, not a lot going on. Just been here.
Oh shit, we're still in the intros.
Yeah, we're still on the intro. Like I said, that was tangent 1. That was. Where's my pen? I'm gonna write down how many you go on. Where's my pencil?
The one time you don't have pencils on, you
Yeah, the
fucking
one time. All right.
You just have to mark it out, like shift your fucking cup around as many times.
I know, right? Yeah, with me, like we got some blood work back because I know we're having trouble. That's why we weren't recording as much.
Mm-hmm.
But my blood came back normal, so it's something else. So it looks like we might be leaning to where I might have fibromyalgia. But it's cool. If I do, I do. I just want to know what the hell it is because damn, waking up and being in pain like that, just laying there, I'm like, I gotta do shit today, but I really need to rest. But
little did you know you have an alien virus in you.
I feel I wouldn't be fucking shocked at this point. So
you have a fucking symbiote in your stomach.
oh. So before we start, and I hand it over to Matt because when it's these episodes, we're just gonna flip it, and he's gonna man the episode basically. I'm gonna go ahead and read the synopsis like we usually do. So, no, read it, Jake.
Oh, read it, Jake.
It's that damn hat you're wearing. It's
Shut up.
suffocating your brain.
I was just messing with it. Shut up.
So, The Batman vs. Dracula is a 2005 American direct-to-video animated superhero film based on the Batman television series. The film is a crossover with the 1897 horror novel Dracula. The film was released to DVD on October 18, 2005, and made its television debut on Cartoon Network's Toonami block on October 22nd. I kind of remember that.
Yeah.
When they were airing and they wanted to do this thing. And I remember seeing it, and of course, it's 2005.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like fresh out of high school and I'm like at my first job. I'm like, busy. In the film, the Batman races to save Gotham City from his most challenging foe yet, the legendary vampire Count Dracula, who hatches a plot together to enslave the city and create a race of vampires along with his 2 new henchmen, the Penguin and the Joker. It was released on DVD as a tie-in with the live-action Batman Begins. Really?
I remember actually seeing this like on TV, like special movie event for Friday night on Toonami, I think it was.
Yeah, that's really weird to me. All right, well, go ahead.
Because I remember this show actually aired on both Toonami and like Kids WB.
Okay.
So like every Saturday morning, you get to watch like I think it was Cubics,
Right.
the Batman, Shaolin Showdown,
Mm-hmm.
Mega Man.
Yeah, see that. Of course, that time period of like Saturday morning cartoon, I was very, very removed from.
But super underrated when you go back and actually watch some of it.
Yeah.
Shaolin Showdown's fucking fun as shit.
I have no idea what that is.
I don't know if you want me to explain that on camera or off camera.
I'll do it off. Because with me, of course, my Saturday mornings growing up was like Eat the Cat, The Tick, Life with Louie. Every now and then he gets the Power Rangers in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Superhuman Samurai, Cyber Squad. Like we had so much shit. Big Guy and Rusty, Boy Robot, Men in Black. The amount of Saturday morning cartoons we fucking had was insane.
Uh-huh.
But my problem going into this is it's very hard to not compare things to Batman the Animated Series.
Which this whole show is kind of like, because it's been so far removed from when that generation of Batman was on.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, let's just revamp it. Fuck
Yeah.
it, it's Batman. We can sell toys. And they sold like every other episode, they had something to tie in for a toy.
Yeah.
But like, in this show, when he first fights Bane, he gets his ass handed to him. So he makes a fucking mech suit.
Cha-ching!
Yep. Oh, but it also has like some fucking deep ass lore, like when he is fighting Bane and he comes back all broken.
Yeah.
And like, cause he called Alfred to come pick him up, and when he's working on him, Alfred's like, oh, Master Bruce, it's never a good sign when I get called to pick you up. And they do a flashback was, Kid Bruce, it like you just see him sitting down, but he's in like a policeman's jacket and a policeman hat, but he's there just holding the pearls, so you know it's right after it happened. And Gordon's there like, son, someone's here to pick you up. And then Alfred just hugging him. It's a good show, man.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, I missed this entire show. Like I said, I haven't seen any of it. I've only seen bits and pieces.
And that's some fun redesigns of villains in this.
Yeah, you told me to look up some after we watched the movie.
Uh-huh.
I had seen that design of Joker, but I've never seen him in motion. and I thought that was actually a pretty nice. That was a pretty cool design. I thought it was pretty nice.
And like every fucking villain in this knows how to do. Everyone went to acrobatics class.
Oh my god!
Except for Mr. Freeze in the show.
Yeah, because this is the Joker as portrayed by Kevin Michael Richardson,
who did go on to voice Shredder.
Yeah, super awesome voice actor. He's done all kinds of shit. He's done who else has he done? He's done Lucius Fox in different iterations. He's done stuff for who else has he done? Mutant Leader in Legends of the Dark Knight, Batman Adventures. He's also done Batman Mystery of the Batwoman. Okay, I think I've seen that one actually. But yeah, this was hard. It was cool to watch, but it was also hard for me to watch.
Why is that, Jake?
Because I can't not compare things to Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah, true. And also,
my problem was I grew up watching that. It's very interesting to see the parallels of the show. Let me start with my top pros. There were honestly some really cool character designs in this, I thought.
Yeah.
I'm digging the whole let's give Batman a Spawn cape.
Hell yeah.
I'm all about that.
And when it's on the ground, you just see like the fucking triangles going out.
And they're fucking long too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool to see. It's very Saturday morning cartoon. Which is, it's weird for me because I'm now 39. I grew up watching Batman the Animated Series. That show had no business being that adult for the time period.
Oh, dude, the fucking Heart of Ice episode?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. That episode's, the way they tackle Clayface, all that shit. But
the Mask of the fucking Phantasm.
The Mask of the Phantasm is the absolute greatest Batman movie.
Dude, it had the best made. It had the best Joker laugh in any Batman ever.
Oh, yeah.
When the whole thing's going off, he just goes ape shit.
He just goes ape shit and he disappears.
Yeah.
The absolute best Batman movie. So right off the bat, we have stuff that, like, yes, it's that many years removed from it, but goddamn, it's hard to not be like, Mask of the Phantasm is better. Yeah, but this is a totally different iteration.
It's its own thing.
Yeah, and I know it's its own thing. It's just so hard to compare.
It's like they're not trying to copy it or nothing. They're not trying to go no for no.
I'll give them that. They weren't trying to copy shit. The only thing that they copied or even paid a little bit of homage to is the actual music in this movie. I don't know if it's like that in the animated series either, but it actually still follows the beats of like the Tim Burton Batman.
I think it's still the same like kind of musical score.
It was cool to hear. Like it sounds totally different, but you can hear that they hit those same notes and stuff like that. That was still really cool. But
so as we were saying, the whole point of this movie is that Penguin fucks up and accidentally wakes up Dracula.
That's like so out of left field. Of all people to fuck up and wake up Dracula, Penguin does it.
Yeah, Penguin does it, and you were just laughing at this I'm not sure if you if you loved or hated this design of Penguin.
Hard to tell. I love how short he is.
He's short as shit.
I love that he's more like a gremlin than he is a penguin.
Yeah. Because like in the show,
I don't know whose idea it was to give him that crazy orange hair, but it works.
I don't know either, but like the whole this penguin is an Oswald Cobblepot who lost the family fortune, or the family fortune's gone.
Now, do you know if there's any other iterations where he loses the fortune?
I don't know if it's I don't know actually.
Because I thought that was a cool thing that turned that around a little bit. He's not rich Oswald Cobblepot like he usually is.
Yeah, like he's always stealing shit, getting money, losing it. Because like the first time they ever showed this penguin off is like he's like, "Sup, Wayne, you fucking asshole! I'm here. I'm back in town. Cobblepot's back."
Yeah.
Because he's at like a fundraiser. He's like, hey, Cobblepot, you want to pitch in? And he just throws him like a roll of money, and Alfred picks it up and he's like, "These are all ones."
He's a cheap son of a bitch.
Yeah, and then from that point on, he's always trying to get jewels, rob shit, steal shit.
So in this,
he's all about the money.
He's all about the money. But but in other iterations of Penguin, is he rich? And he just does it because he fucking wants to?
Well, I remember in the animated series, I think he was broke too.
I don't remember.
Well, I remember he opens up the Iceberg Lounge.
That I remember. Iceberg Lounge is like always in something. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm all about the Iceberg Lounge. I want to go to the Iceberg Lounge.
Yeah.
What is it?
So that's what leads to him but it's also funny because they're like, "Hey, Penguin, I stored millions in this graveyard.
Yeah.
Help me get out of here." And it will split 50-50. But he's like, and the directions are like, go, it's past the cross, behind the grave with the cross, and he gets in there. He's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck? This is a Catholic graveyard."
Crosses everywhere. that was cool scene. He's like, yeah, it's the one on, what does he say? He's like, it's on the north side of the graveyard. There's a cross on it. Yeah, and even I was like, there's crosses everywhere.
Yeah, and then they show it like, he's like, "That's the one." Wait, wait, what?
Ah.
Son of a bitch!
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And then Dracula in this movie was fucking slick as shit.
That was pretty cool. I liked the. I saw him at first and I was like, okay, Kane from Legacy of Kane, because he had that real thin, crazy shit going on.
Yeah, like savage-looking vampire.
Yeah, he looked pretty cool. But I was wondering too. I was like, are they gonna keep him like feral-looking this whole movie? But they went ahead and did the thing. He fed more. Now he's like
smooth.
He damn near looks like.
He has a fucking He has a fucking Spawn-ass cape too.
Yeah, he damn near looks like Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul mixed with fucking Mr. Sinister's cape.
Yeah, he had that crazy fucking
like it
the
splits.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you would call that. I guess streamers or some shit.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool to see. Voiced by Peter Stormare, I think his name is.
Yeah, something like
that. That was cool to hear. I thought he did a really good job voicing Dracula, and I love the fact that it was
old school Dracula.
That was basically like novel version of Dracula that got moved to Gotham.
Yeah, just to get away from his soil.
Yeah, that's why I don't get. I was like, okay, so they moved him away from his home soil. But wouldn't he be weaker? Like, significantly fucking weaker? But he was still all over the place and doing his thing.
Well, it's also Gotham, probably... The people in Gotham's blood's probably doing something to him.
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's like, through the power of myth.
Yeah. Well, you have to remember, he's fucking Dracula in Gotham City.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up and go with it.
Yeah, just go with it.
Even he was just like, something must have happened after my demise.
Yeah.
And they do show fucking Van Helsing stinking the shit out.
Yeah, that was cool. Speaking of that, I thought the ways they got around like showing blood was pretty clever.
Oh yes.
I should have taken notes of like what I saw of them doing it, but we should probably call back because
it did. I remember one was a cutaway of Dracula on top of a dude. Another was a cutaway of like him wrapping around that one surfer dude at the party.
Right.
And he drops a bottle of wine.
That was really cool. I thought that was really great how they, like you said, they wrapped around him. He dropped the bottle of wine. And the wine itself exploded into red.
Yeah.
And then like it transitioned over. So it was like, haha, we got around it.
And
but we're still implying that it's blood.
And then later on, when Joker's a fucking vampire.
The fact there's a vampire Joker in this was nuts. I honestly didn't think they were going to do that. For some reason, I thought they actually were going to keep Joker dead just for this. And then it would have been like, oh yeah, well, episode after this movie, that we're going to bring him back. They're going to pull like an Optimus Prime on him or some shit. But no, they actually did, and I was like, "Oh, hey, Vampire Joker's a cool concept." I think,
this whole movie was probably way better than the fucking DC versus Vampires comic that they had going on.
Oh, I remember that. I never read it, but I remember them putting it in.
But you could tell that they're trying to be serious when one of the first people they kill off is Batman.
Yeah,
because that's fucked up. Yeah, what they do to him in that.
I mean, I'm sure they brought him back.
No.
Or that specific series, they just kept them.
Well, I guess it's an Elseworlds tale.
Kind of like a Marvel Zombies kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But fucking Green Arrow in that is one of the last survivors.
I guess that checks out.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there thinking about it. Because even in, you know what, they're ripping off Old Man Logan, because Hawkeye was one of the last survivors.
Well, then again, Ollie did spend like 5 years on a desert island.
He's cheating. He was already ready to go.
Yeah. So when fucking Batman is fighting Vampire Joker in a fucking blood bank, just to look on Batman's face like, oh, fuck me.
Dude, that was really cool the way they did it. Because, like, of course they show the blood bank and they show his silhouette and stuff. And I was like, okay, how the fuck are they going to pull this off? Because this, of course, was on TV.
Yeah, on fucking Toonami.
This was on, like you said, it was on Toonami. So it's like, I was going to handle the thing. So, like, the whole thing was just, like, in a Matrix shade of green, kind of.
Yeah, like...
So all the blood looks black.
Yeah.
But it worked really fucking well.
And you called it right before, while we were starting to watch this movie. Like, oh, man, the guys who made this must have loved Blade.
Oh, absolutely.
And then they
doesn't love Blade?
Like, the movie Blade. Like, we're in that fucking club, and it starts showering blood.
Yeah, because Blade was 98, so, I mean, clearly you got time.
Because there's a part when, after he's done fighting... Like, he's fighting Joker, and a whole shelf of vials of blood just start raining down on Joker.
Yeah.
And that shit stuck with me since a kid.
That was really cool looking. It was cool to see because, like, of course, I'm expecting it to be red and shit, but it just turns out to be black. But it's done very well. You can tell that the people that made this were absolutely trying to get around everything so they could tell the story properly.
Mm-hmm. And we can't forget the fact that this Bruce Wayne is actually a fucking detective.
Yeah, I was actually laughing my ass off a little bit at how I like this, just how, of course, Dracula introduces himself as Dr. Alucard.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, nice, very cool callback to Son of Dracula.
But you could also see the second he says that, Bruce's eyebrows just go, hmm?
And then he's
listening
like,
intently.
He's like, I'm from Eastern Europe or whatever. And Batman's like, wait a minute.
Wait.
Dracula's from Eastern Europe.
and he just fought 3 vampires.
Yeah.
Some of the, like, ghouls.
Yeah. I was dying, though, when he wrote Dracula reversed on, like, that.
No, he wrote Alucard, and then he held it up to a mirror.
And he held it to a mirror, and I was like, world's greatest detective, everybody. That was awesome. That was great. Like, I love, I honestly want to give that show enough credit that they knew that was super campy.
Yeah.
And so they went with that. And I thought that was fucking great. That was so good.
But also, don't forget, this Batman knows about aliens, because when he finds out about Martian Manhunter, they're sitting in a cafe, and he's just, like, talking to John, and he's like, I could teach a whole college course on alien encounters, because I studied all forms of knowledge, although I kind of wrote that off as an urban legend. And John's just like alligators in the sewers. He's like, fought them too.
Been there, done that.
Because he sees that John, because they're at a cafe, like the only cafe in DC, and like the dude's flipping burgers, and the fire goes off, and John's just like,
oh, that's right. He's freaked out by fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Bruce sees that reaction. He's like, so you miss Mars? He's like, and John's just like, I never said I was a Martian. He's like, well, Martians hate fire.
He's like, go fuck yourself, Bruce.
It's a good ass show, man.
A big one is Reno Romano voices Batman.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, this is weird, because like we were talking about, you said you know Reno Romano from this.
Yeah, well, I first remembered him from this.
Yeah.
Even though I did play the PS1 Spider-Man, and I did watch Spider-Man Unlimited.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there like, that's fucking Spider-Man. Like, to me, my ears just registering that's PS1 Spider-Man.
And then when he's Bruce Wayne, you're like, that's Peter Parker.
That's absolutely Peter Parker. And that's cool. He never got enough credit for shit.
Dude, he was so fucking good as Spider-Man.
Yeah, I would go as far as to say he was better than, I cannot remember
the animated series
fucking
Spider-Man
name. Yeah, but and I really gotta look him up, because
as good as his like Shocker was, I'll chase you to the ends of the earth.
Oh yes, I remember that. Where is he? You would think it would just pop up.
Yeah, yes, Spider-Man the animated series.
I suppose it is.
Because I remember
Christopher Barnes.
Because I remember he came back for the Shattered Dimensions and the Edge of Time video games.
Which I have those now.
Sweet.
Dude, I got like so many fucking games on that 360. It's stupid.
Yeah, because I remember one time he was late to posting one of the episodes. I'm like, hey, you never posted the episodes on YouTube. He's like, soldering.
Yeah, busy soldering my 360. So now I have a modded 360.
Because he sent me a picture of just his 360 in pieces. I'm just like, are you making a laser gun?
Yes. It's about time. It's been a long time coming.
You're just like fucking Mr. Fantastic. You could turn a toaster into a laser gun.
Yep.
Except you could turn a toaster to run Dreamcast.
There you go. I like it. Yeah, so I would honestly go as far as to say that Reno Romano is a better Spider-Man than Christopher Daniel Barnes. I don't care what you folks say, but I really like Reno Romano.
Yeah. That PS1 Spider-Man game is just fucking nuts.
I don't know what it is about his voice. I just love it. It
sounds so much like Peter. It's just like,
it's perfect.
I imagine that's what Peter Parker would sound like.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. I agree too. My only cons, I only have one con for this thing.
What was that, Jake?
It's just so Saturday morning cartoon. It's just like it's so hammed in there that it's there to sell toys and shit. And I totally get it. I understand it's that time period. That's where it comes from.
Yeah.
They can't show blood, that kind of shit. Like
because it is on Toonami.
It was on Toonami, and I totally get it.
You can't have Tom just sitting there like, next on Toonami, Batman decapitates the shit out of Dracula.
Sure you could. Why not? Just show it after 10 o'clock. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah, the Midnight Run.
Mm-hmm. I was always watching Midnight Run.
Next on Toonami, Batman decapitates the living shit out of Dracula after he ripped the shit out of Gotham whore.
And shit's down his throat. But yeah, that's like the only con I have is that. That was a pretty good movie though.
Yeah. And like I said, Batman's a fucking detective in this. He actually found a cure for vampirism.
That I was like, this motherfucker's gonna cure vampirism, and sure enough, he did.
Yeah. Unlike the Batman, who doesn't do jack shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the Batman,
Just kind of stands around and broods for a bit.
like he only saw the one riddle, and that was, what does a dead man do?
Yeah.
Or yeah, it's like lie still. Or what does a dead liar do?
Mm-hmm.
He lies still. That's the only riddle he fucking solves. Alfred solves riddles. The Penguin solves a riddle.
Yeah.
The Jim Gordon solves a riddle. It's like, what are you doing, sir?
It's honestly not that bad of a movie, but I definitely see where you're coming from. They could have done a little bit more with the.
And like that one cop, when he sees the murder weapon, like 5 hours after it happened, it's like, man, that reminds me of what my dad had. Like, we used to like just do scoops some shit, and then he scoops it up, and then fucking the Riddler's master plan is right there from the beginning. It's like, what the fuck? He doesn't solve shit.
I know you're excited for part 2. Yeah, apparently they actually are going to work on it, and it might be Mr. Freeze. I'm like, how are you?
No, it's
What's
not.
this supposed to be? Do you know?
Well, they did say they want Clayface in it,
I could see.
but they want like old school 60s Clayface, where it's just a dude in like a mask.
Nah.
But because he wants it to be not as fantastical,
But that's what makes
but
it.
he wants it to be more street level. I'm like,
Well, then you need to take out Mr. Freeze, Clayface,
Poison Ivy,
Two-Face.
Joker sometimes.
Joker can stay, I think. You could just make. Well, Joker's already in the universe.
Well, yeah, Joker,
He's in jail.
Yeah.
He's just a fucking crazy dude. It just really limits the options.
Yeah,
you know?
and like you can't do Robin, which I think you can do Robin.
I think you could.
You just have to have him like,
Or no, you can't, because he would be an iPad kid.
yeah. But depends on which Robin.
God damn it, Robin, put the fucking iPad down. I need your help.
Fuck you, Dad.
Yeah, man.
Because this Batman is in the lab doing shit, curing vampirism,
Getting work done.
with his fucking own blood.
Yeah.
And like this, and I forgot there was actually, they do a lot of one-off villains in the Batman.
Yeah.
Because there's one dude, Clue Master. I think the Riddler, if he was even more of a egotistical asshole.
And I saw the design for Riddler for this series.
Yeah, that was the only weird one.
That was Marilyn Manson.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson.
I'm like, that's not good either.
But like, there was this guy, the Clue Master, who was like, you remember Billy Quizboy
No.
from the Venture Brothers?
Vaguely.
So he was like this kid who was great at quiz shows, but he lost one round, and like since then he was determined to show, I am smarter than everyone. Got super obese and huge, and like developed a master plan to outsmart everyone. And Batman was able to deduce all that, save the panelists, but he was just like, so I can ask the great Arthur anything to try and stump him. He's like, yes, anything. Who's the Batman? You cheated. Fuck you. I can ask anything.
Yeah, see, that's why I never understood. I'm like, a real question would have been like, it's Bruce Wayne. No way a fucking street level dude can afford all those crazy tech and cars and jets and shit.
I always think it would be great if they actually just said like other billionaires. I know your true identity, Batman. You're Oliver Queen.
You're Jeff Bezos. That's what he's trying to do, but
Yeah.
he's just a bit shittier Batman. So,
But even that whole episode, he was solving clues and helping out, where the Batman doesn't do anything except go into roid rage and drive his car around shitty. Seriously, it's like there's a point in Batman where it's like, okay, you have to introduce the fantastical.
yeah, because if you don't, it really does limit what you can do.
Yeah.
With the story, because like we said, if you limit it, you're stuck to what? Riddler, Joker,
Deadshot, maybe.
I don't know about. What do you think about Deadshot?
I mean, yeah, he's just a marksman.
Yeah, but to the point where you can ricochet shit off of.
Yeah, just using physics and shit.
Yeah, but it's a bit extreme with Deadshot, though.
Deathstroke.
I mean, Deathstroke would be more acceptable, I think.
Yeah. Penguin.
Yeah, because he's already in the universe. He works.
Harley.
Harley works.
Catwoman.
Yeah, Catwoman works.
Maybe Firefly. He's just an arson.
Yeah, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I would think that's about it. Calendar Man.
Yeah, you just make him fucking Hannibal Lecter.
Pretty much, yeah. Because that's what they did with him in Arkham City
Yeah, Arkham City.
and Arkham Knight, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you just
I
loaded
thought that
him.
was fucking awesome that he
Yeah.
was in there. And you can actually visit him on different
And
holidays.
in Long Halloween.
Yeah. You could visit him on different holidays.
And he has, like, a different spiel.
He'll have different spiels and stuff. It was pretty cool.
Because then you can't have Killer Moth, you can't have Poison Ivy, can't have Mr. Freeze,
Yeah.
you can't have Clayface,
Yeah. Because if it does show up,
you can't have Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
Because the only
Because
thing
he's immortal.
that motherfucker, the only thing that motherfucker's known for is coming back from the dead.
Yeah.
That's it.
He's just a ninja assassin who keeps coming back from the dead. I mean, it's not even that he's immortal. Just you got to get him to the pit.
Yeah.
You know, that's really it. But if you see anybody like pop up, what do you call it? That's fantastical. Then
Yeah.
that dude's just full of shit. He's in for a check. I understand not wanting to do fantastical, but it's like
I don't know. Can you do Bane in this new Fantastical?
I don't know. Make him just a roided up dude. I don't know. But see, that takes away from it because that's
Yeah.
like you can only roid out so much
Yeah.
before you just have a fucking heart attack.
Yeah.
So
Just like have it be fucking fun.
yeah.
Because it's fucking a dude dressing up as a bat to scare criminals.
Because even Marvel tried to go a little serious too long.
Yeah.
And look what happened to them.
Yeah.
We got a good Deadpool and Wolverine.
Which that whole movie should have been what fucking Doctor Strange should have been.
Yeah, just
Multiverse of Madness.
truly all over the place. Don't take it too seriously.
Yeah.
And now it seems like they're kind of on the up. Like even in passing, I've seen that Agatha all along and stuff.
I haven't watched it yet.
I personally don't like it very much, but the tone of it's there. It's not taking itself crazy seriously.
Uh-huh.
And that's what needs to happen going forward. But it's Marvel. They're probably gonna fuck it up. So
Somehow.
and then DC has gone dark and brooding too long.
Yeah,
And
way
they're
too long.
still in it. And it's like,
Where's
you know,
the fucking colors?
where's the fun? Like
Where's the light?
take a cue from your animated shit. The
Yeah.
animated stuff is great. Like even this, like I said, it's a good movie. I'm not, I got no reason to shit on it. Like I said, it's a totally different iteration of Batman than what I grew up with. It's still a good movie though.
Yeah.
All their animated shit is pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I haven't seen too much of the Tomorrowverse other than the fact that it's more like kind of like what I'm kind of guilty of like being sporadic.
yeah,
Of like all of a sudden Justice League movie, fucking Green Lantern. All of a sudden the Justice League is in there. I was like, what? Even though they just did Superman.
Yeah.
Flash time traveled again. What the fuck?
somebody just needs to fucking put Flash in a coma. is
Yeah,
what needs
just
to happen.
get rid of Barry Allen and it's time.
we need content, better bring Flash out.
It's just like just fucking forget Barry Allen.
Yeah.
Go back to Wally West. He's the best Flash. Go fuck yourself if you say anything else.
yeah.
Because all the cool shit that the Flash, like the witty, the always talking, him always eating because of the high calorie count.
Right.
That's all from Wally.
Yeah.
They just shifted it over to Barry
Yeah.
because of fucking brightest, because of Darkest Night
Yeah.
or Blackest Night.
Yeah. I can't remember what it's called actually.
Because they brought him back because for the whole Green Lantern crossover, which actually was really cool,
Yeah.
where all the dead came back
Oh yeah.
because of the
Because
Black Lantern rings.
I read the whole series of the original like Darkest Night show. I just can't remember what the hell's. I think it's called Blackest Night.
Yeah, Blackest Night, because it was going off of the Green Lantern oath.
Yeah. Yeah, so what we covered, like, I kind of covered it already. Like, what stood out to me most was, like, how different it is in comparison to what I grew up with.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, even Batman the Animated Series, sure, it was made to make toys and stuff, but it was super serious in tone. The writing was insane. You weren't pandered down at all in any of the writing. Like, none of it was, like, specifically directed to kids. They didn't, like, I guess, what's the word? Insult your intelligence, I guess, in a way, is how it is nowadays. And holy shit, that was just such a good dark cartoon. You grow up and you watch it, it still holds up. It's just fucking film noir with Batman in it. But now
They went too noir.
yeah, modern day is
Too noir, where it's
too
like,
much.
okay, why the fuck are you dressing up like a bat? Why aren't you just doing full tactical armor at this point?
Well, yeah, because if you want it so rooted in realism, like, you're just not going to do Batman at all because it doesn't make sense.
You just be Punisher with a funny hat.
Exactly.
Which is the problem.
Yeah.
Because they've even said that I can't remember which Batman writer it was. It's just like, if your Batman isn't able to stop fighting to help a child,
Yeah.
then you're not writing Batman. You're writing Punisher in a funny hat.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. And this is, yeah, you can tell Saturday morning it was made to make to do toys and shit. But you can tell whoever made this
Still understood
the
Batman.
cues are there. Yeah. They still understood Batman. It was still pretty good though.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that was my first attempt at trying to find something that you haven't seen,
Oh, I know.
especially for the spooky season.
Spooky. Yeah, see? And then you got me on the other spectrum of that. Y'all know what's next, folks?
Oh God. He actually gave me a choice, and I almost fucked up the choice the first time.
So going forward, I have decided to give Matt choices when I'm about to expose him to horror movies. So I'm gonna send him maybe 2-3 choices with a broad generalized description. He will then pick a description, and then from there I'll tell him, "Congratulations, you chose A, B, or C." And then I'll send him a trailer. And then if he wants an out, he has one chance to take the out.
Yeah, because
But the other caveat is you're gonna watch it eventually. That's the other caveat.
oh boy,
Eventually.
shit.
So stay tuned, folks. Should I say it or should it just be a surprise?
No, let it be a surprise just in case.
All right, that's cool.
Because we could tell them what we actually were almost gonna do.
We almost watched Terrifier.
Because at first I'm like, I know I've seen that fucking clown somewhere before.
Art the Clown. He's the man.
Yeah, and then you were like, are you sure you want to do this, Matt? Because this motherfucker makes Jason and Freddy Krueger look like preschool toys.
It does. It's super extreme gore. That's kind of the point of Terrifier. Is it's so graphic and gory and over the top that at a certain point you're like, this is fucking ridiculous.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
And you just like laugh it off because it is. It's fucking ridiculous. To the point where like nobody like wants to like fund these movies, but they sure as shit get made. But Terrifier is great. They're no more extreme end of the slasher spectrum, but they're good. Are you humming the Batman theme song?
Dude, I showed you the Batman theme song for this show. It's fucking awesome.
You did. All right.
It's a good ass guitar riff.
The guitar was pretty good in this too. The whole lone like Wild West kind of shit. But on that note, that was pretty good, man.
Yep.
Good call on the first one.
You know, give the show a shot in your own time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it a shot because I have a feeling I would have enjoyed it more if I had maybe watched this growing up.
Yeah, because like they do some twists on some of the villains. Like Poison Ivy was best friends with Barbara Gordon before she went all Killer Plant.
That's cool.
And it's only because she went Killer Plant that Barbara Gordon becomes Batgirl to try and help her friend.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I can see that. No, like I said, like it's cool to see them try and take their own spin on it without, having to
copy and paste.
Honestly, yeah, because like it's Batman the Animated Series, man. That's the blueprint. And that's Jesus.
And there's even one point where they do like a Batman has all the contingency right, to where he even made contingencies for when after he dies. There's a episode where like 60 or 70 years into the future, like Batman's dead, but all of a sudden Mr. Freeze is back.
Because why not?
Because he went into cryo sleep.
Son of a bitch.
Then they show like a fucking like a Dark Knight Returns style Batman. His last fight with Mr. Freeze, he almost dies. But Nightwing's there to help him out, and he's just like, "Why don't you just take it easy, boss? Let me handle this." He's like, "The mission's not over."
Yeah.
So 50 or 60 years in the future, people are like trying to find out how do we stop Mr. Freeze, and they find out they go to the Batcave. For some reason, I can't remember how, but like they're scanning shit. And he's just like, he left a message. If you're seeing this, the mission isn't over. State the name of the problem.
Yeah.
And then he has a whole plan to kick Mr. Freeze's ass.
You mean to tell me Batman programmed to create your own adventure to help people fight villains in the future?
Yeah.
And on that note, everybody,
this is the perfect version of Adam West Batman meets Arkham City Batman.
That's honestly what it sounds like. That's a really good description. It's fucking
awesome.
That's a really good description.
Give it a shot, people. It's awesome.
I'll have to give it a shot, man. But on that note, folks, we're going to go ahead and call it. That was a pretty good one. Go check it out if you give it a chance.
Later, partner.
And I will be back, and hopefully that'll be a little shaken up by the next movie.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, he's right. Hold on to your fucking cowboy hat, man.
Yes, sir.